I wanted to share this video because I want to talk about something that a lot of women on social media are doing, and it has to stop. Y'all check this out.
Does anyone else feel like they're absolutely fucking drowning financially? As a single 29-year-old woman, I have 3 jobs. And I'm still struggling, and I'm just getting myself farther and farther into credit card debt because I don't have enough after the first of the month to avoid using it. It just isn't working. Full-time job. Not doing it. Got a second job. It's barely doing it. The third job. Hit or miss. If I even get paid on time. I feel like I'm drowning, and I don't know what to do.
I want to say, I'm not here to clown this young lady. There are a lot of people going through this. This isn't just her. But what I wanted to talk about was the fact that so many women will come online and say, never go 50-50. 50-50 is for bums, losers, guys who are no good. If a man doesn't want to pay all my bills, I'll just pay my own bills. And they preach this stuff. And these women, even though a lot of them don't realize it, they're absorbing this foolishness, and they end up like this lady here. Because this is what regular women are dealing with. I know y'all keep hearing about how women are doing so much better now. And that's true. There are women who are progressing in this world, but the majority of them are doing this. Now, I'm gonna ask you a question. You don't think this woman would benefit from having a man in the household splitting those bills with her on top of splitting the chores and everything else? Because I believe if you want to go 50-50, the house should be 50-50 too. Y'all don't think she would benefit from that? I'm not even saying she's against it. All I am saying is there are women out there who are struggling, just like this young lady here, because they stay listening to these women online tell them they only have 2 options. Get a man to pay all your bills or do it by yourself. Well, this is what doing it by yourself looks like for the majority of women. This woman has no kids. Could you imagine if she had kids? But these women on social media don't care. They will tell you never ever do 50-50 ever. It's the worst thing ever because they never think about women like this. Women in general are selfish. Let me just say these women are selfish because women weren't always like this. It is about them. They don't care about what the rest of you women are going through. I'm just trying to get women to understand.
You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
These women online telling y'all that 50-50 is the worst thing ever, all of that is garbage. And this is why so many women are stuck exactly where she is. At this pace, this lady is not gonna make it to 40. She's gonna be so burnt out and raggedy by 40, it's not even gonna make any sense. Nobody's gonna want her because she's listening to these fools on social media. Ladies, these women are lying to you. 50-50 isn't a bad option. In this economy, it'll work for a lot of people. And the one thing I'm happy about is I see a lot of men who aren't budging. They're not moving off their position. It's either gonna be this or nothing, because what a lot of these men are not going to do is go out and get a girlfriend. Now they are the one working 3 jobs and she's sitting at home with her feet up doing nothing. It doesn't make any sense if you guys can do it together. I can already hear some of you men saying it now. These women aren't going to listen. I know they're not gonna listen. But like I always say, if there's a couple women out there who are listening, maybe they can understand that these selfish women do not care about them. They're only talking about themselves. They don't care what your life is like because there are options. You don't have to do it by yourself. There are good men out there who are willing to go this route with you. And I always need to make this disclaimer in these videos because women will only think I'm saying this because this is what I'm trying to get women to do. I am a man who has no problem providing for my woman. So I'm not a 50-50 guy, but I understand what 50-50 can do to a relationship, to a household. So that's why I advocate for it. Just because I wouldn't do it doesn't mean it shouldn't be done, because I'm not selfish like you women who just because y'all don't want to do it, y'all tell everybody else not to do it. Those women drive me crazy. So all I'm saying is, women, y'all have been lied to, and these women are going to continue to lie to you. Stop listening to them. There are options out here. It is okay to work with somebody, or you can just do what this young lady doing and just see how everything works out. And the craziest thing to me is when I see single mothers doing this. I don't want to go 50-50. I'll just do it by myself. So you're going to work 9 jobs and try to raise 3 kids on your own because you don't want to go 50-50? Well, good luck with that. Because at this point, I think you're just slow. I don't even think you're delusional. I just think you're slow. You have to be if you think that's a better idea than working with a man. But who am I to tell you what to do?
It just really can't be stated enough that real men do not care if you're a man hater. Like, at all. Like, they are so secure that they're not a man worth hating that they do not care. And honestly, they get it. Like, they get why we're man haters. And those rare men are kings. They're gems.
Y'all just be coming online saying anything. This makes no sense, lady. Why would a man want to be with a woman who hates him because he's a man? Why would anybody want to do that? That is like me dating a woman of another race who hates black people. Why would I date her? I'm black. What is that? So what, that man's supposed to believe he's special? Lady, that is crazy. You man-hating women can go to hell for all we care. We don't want to deal with y'all. If you meet a man and you tell this man that you hate men and he turns around and dates you anyway, you might want to pull his pants down and check and see if he has a penis. Because I don't think he does. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't believe he has one. You must be crazy trying to Jedi mind trick us into dating you women. Nobody got time for you man-hating heifers.
2 things I will never do as a kingdom wife because I take this position very seriously. Number 1, I will not deny my husband intimacy. I am the only store that my husband can shop at. And imagine every time you go to your favorite store, it says clothes. No, I am not going to ask my husband to partner with me, to be in covenant with me, but deny him the main part of what makes it a covenant, which is the intimate parts of marriage. I also understand the psychology of most men. This is the way they feel close. So that is how I'm going to honor my position, is to make sure you stay close. We also know that where there is a gap and where there is space, that is a place for the enemy to come in. Number 2.
You ready for the second one?
I have to tell you, I'm very impressed with the first one.
I don't talk to anybody about my man except for licensed counselors. My friends ain't gonna know nothing. My mama and them ain't gonna know nothing. What's in this house, stay in this house.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I can't argue with either one of those. And I know there will be some women who will disagree with what she is saying, but she is making some great points. A lot of women sign up for marriage, and that's the first thing they cut off when things don't go the way they want it to go, the sex. Now you're sitting there in a sexless marriage, and she's wondering why you're out there sniffing around at other women. Sex is just as important as communication. If you take away either one of them, the relationship is doomed. So she is absolutely correct. And the second one was even better than me. You keep your relationship between yourselves. You don't go around telling anybody about what you got going on in your household. That is the second fastest way to ruin your relationship, by bringing a bunch of other people in it. Your relationship should be about you and the person you with, not about everybody else. I wish more people thought like this, because if that was the case, the divorce rate wouldn't be as high as it is now. But I love both of these, and to the man who snatched her up,
Well, I know you're a lucky man.
now this man just shared one of his recent dating experiences, and I thought it could be a good learning lesson for you other men. Y'all check this out.
Please forgive me if I sound heated during this video. I am. I met a girl on a dating app maybe about 2 months ago, and we've been talking pretty consistently since. About a month ago, we planned a date, and up until the day of the date, everything was fine, but then she said she was feeling really sick, and we didn't go through with it. But she seemed really honest about it, and we just kept going, kept talking, and there was no big red flags. Just she was sick and it didn't work out. Okay. About 5 days ago on Monday, I asked her, hey, I found out if I get off a little early on Friday. Do you want to maybe go on a date? She sent yes with 4 S's and an exclamation mark, and I was like, okay, perfect. I'm going to plan something and let me get back to you. She sends me a snap video in return like, awesome, this sounds great, perfect. Like, very real conversation with this person. It's not just like some stranger on the internet. All the girls who are hating on me for my coffee date video, you're gonna love me for this one. I got a reservation at one of my favorite restaurants in Salt Lake City, a pub and grill. It is amazing. I was really excited to take her. I checked with her on Tuesday of this week, said, does that work? How about 6:30? She's like, 6:30 works great. I'm like, perfect. I'm gonna get off work at 4, go shower at the gym so I don't have to drive all the way back home, then drive up another hour from where I live to pick you up for the date, which I'm totally happy to do. I'm excited for the date. Yesterday, I sent her the paragraph, the details. I tell her, I got a reservation for us at my favorite restaurant. I'm so excited to take you. I'm gonna drive up to your house and I'll be there at 6:30 to pick you up. Told her, wear whatever you want, but maybe dress a little warm because it's gonna be a little cold outside. And finally, I told her, after dinner, if we have time, let's go play mini golf. I didn't want to make it as a for sure thing because I don't know how long it's going to take. She does not live very close to the restaurant or close to me. After communicating with this girl for over 2 months and planning a date, I got work off early for this, okay? I planned it. We've been talking. It wasn't like any red flags or anything weird. I sent her the plan for the date and just radio silence, nothing. And so I'm like, okay, you know what? This is yesterday around 3 p.m. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. I'm being patient too. I said around 8 o'clock. Does that work? Nothing. And finally, I'm like, you know what? Maybe she's working late. I'm going to wait till midnight. I sent her a text at midnight and I was like, look, I would love to go with you. Please let me know before work tomorrow if you can go or not. So I know to pack my stuff and I know how to schedule my whole day. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I wake up the next morning. At this point, I reached out to her on Snapchat. I said, hey, I don't know if you've been seeing my messages. Please let me know if you can do this. The worst part of it all is that she was active on Snapchat. I could see she was active on Snapchat. I mean, not to be a spy, but her Snap score was shooting up. And I'm sitting here like, what is going on right now? Finally this morning, I just sent a voice message. Nigga! I was like, look, go, don't go. I just need you to let me know.
What are you, slow? Did you just get off the short yellow bus?
She already let you know by not letting you know.
But at this point, it would have been really nice of you to let me know earlier in the week. We've been playing this date all week. You've been very cooperative and excited, and I have been too. At the very least, I don't even care if you ghost me. Ghost me before this. Let me know that you can't go on the date. Do not waste my time and then just silently bail. And I said, seriously, this is not cool of you. Why couldn't you at least let me know? I get back 20 minutes later, and she unadded me. No explanation. And that's the last I've heard from her. That was earlier this morning. So you're talking to someone on a dating app or online. They're real people. They're very real people. I'm real. And I was very excited.
Now, at the end of the video, he said when you're dating online or just dating in general, you need to understand that these are real people that you're playing around with. And he is correct about that. But I'm going to speak on behalf of the single world and the online dating world.
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
These people don't care about that, man. Half of those people in the dating world aren't even serious. They're out there trying to see what they can get. People don't care about you. Talking about you human. These people wouldn't care if you're an alien. If you're going to give them what they want, there would be women in those hotel rooms with those aliens like this if they had enough money. This is why I have a problem with the way you handled this video. If you are approaching the dating world with that attitude, you are going to struggle, my man. You made so many mistakes in this video. I'm not knocking you. I'm hoping this is a learning experience, but you made a lot of mistakes, brother. Your first mistake is when I heard you say the girls were hating on you about your coffee date video. So you decided to go all out and do this for the new girl. Then there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to take a girl out on a nice date and make plans and do all that stuff, there's nothing wrong with that. But your mistake was doing it because those women told you to. You can't listen to these women. They do not know what they're talking about. That girl was going to do the same thing if this was a coffee date or a restaurant date. It didn't matter. She didn't like you, sir. That's what it was all about. She really wasn't rocking with you like that. So you can't listen to these women. They will tell you to do what they want you to do. So you got to just ignore them. Your second mistake was when that girl didn't respond to you after you gave her this paragraph full of plans. Right then and there, you shut everything down. Right then and there, you shut it down. You made this elaborate plan. You then told her about your plan. She said, yes, I'm excited about it. Then when you gave her the details of the plan, the times and all that stuff, she disappeared like Casper the Friendly Ghost. And instead of cutting it off right there, you kept reaching out to her. You even called her later on in the video. When the fact is you shouldn't have been calling her. You should have called Ghostbusters because you just got ghosted. Now, earlier in the video, you said you guys were talking for 2 months and you didn't see any red flags. Well, sir, that was your red flag. I'm not even going to complain about the first date where she backed out because that could happen. But her not responding to your detailed message about the date is a red flag. And not only did she not respond to it, you said you saw that she was active on Snapchat, which means she's totally fine. Nothing's wrong with her. That was the red flag because you said it was around 3 o'clock when you sent the message. You heard nothing from her for the rest of that day. You then woke up the next day. You still ain't heard from her, but instead in that moment of just canceling all your plans and moving on with your life, you decided to sit there and wait for this chick to text you. If she wanted to get in contact with you, it was on her at that point. You calling and texting her wasn't going to change anything. And while you were waiting, you were getting angry. You were getting frustrated. So you pick up your phone and decided to record a video. Maybe next time you should do what this guy did.
I'm about to show y'all play by play how I avoided getting used for free food. So boom, I'm arranging the date up here. Let's go get some Thai food Sunday. She agrees. What time? I say 4. And so after I say 4, she never replies. So 24 hours go by. I'm like, whatever, we're not even going on this date. But about 4 days later, this is Sunday when she texts me. She said, hey, sorry, I never texted back. Did you still want to go today? I'm like, Because on our first date, she did tell me that she has a problem with replying to text because she replies to it in her mind, but she doesn't, she forgets to physically type it. But besides that, I'm either thinking it's that or she just trying to use me for free food. So I'm like, I gotta charge her a fee because replying 4 days later is crazy. So I'm like, if you pay for my meal, then yeah, we can go. So down here, she laughs, she say, you're funny, guess I'm staying home. And I just hearted it. I ain't argue with her, I just hearted it. Any girl that genuinely likes you, she would not have a problem paying. I would have been such a goofy to go out on that date and still pay for the whole thing. And I don't got any other girls I'm talking to. I don't got a roster. I just stand on what I stand on. You see, I hearted her message too. I ain't go back and forth with her. And this is why y'all be getting played and hurt in the end, because y'all be dealing with people that don't really like y'all for real. Only date people that show you high levels of interest.
First off, let me just say, I love the fact that this man is young and he already understands his value. Like he said, he's standing on what he stand on. It has nothing to do with anything else. The man say he doesn't have a roster. There's no other girls involved. off, but he was not going to fold just because she wanted him to. I love that, and that's making me believe that a lot of us men online talking about knowing your value, knowing your worth, picking better, being smarter, is making me believe these young men are listening, because that's what I want to see. Now, the only difference between me and this young man here is if I text a chick asking about dinner or setting up a dinner date, and she don't hit me back for 4 days, and all she has to say is, are we still going out to dinner? I'm just not even going to respond to her. That's just it for that. I'm just going to be done with her, because that right there is letting me know this chick could care less about me or anything else I got going on. And in that moment, I would feel like she was just trying to get a free meal out of me. Now, she gave him this excuse about text messaging or whatever, but I ain't got time for none of that. That's something you need to work on. That ain't my problem. But your man handled it the way he handled it. And honestly, asking her to pay for the date wasn't a bad idea, because now you can see what she's really on at that point. But overall, you gotta be able to read the signs, pick up on what that girl is putting down. If she is doing flaky stuff, not texting you back, acting weird, you gotta know when to pull a plug. You can't sit there and get mad at her. It is up to you. You are in full control of your life, and these women are going to do what you let them do, and these men will do the same thing to you women. So if you let these people do that to you, the only person you can blame is yourself. That girl gave him every clue in the world that this was going to happen, and he just ignored him. And instead of just owning that, he decided to come on here and be a victim, and we don't do that victim stuff over here. And I know you said you were dating for 2 months and you really liked her, but sometimes you need a chick to move herself out the way so you can meet the woman that you're supposed to have. So like Luda said,
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way.
Please like the video and leave a comment. I love listening to what you guys have to say. And don't forget to hit that hype button, because it really helps me out with the algorithm, and I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.